Satu hari tu M tu tak ada. Jadi saya request tu tak ada. So cuma ada Blackstar je masa tu. So saya pun all this while pun saya memang pakai M lain lah, M yang terkenal lah kan ni. Tapi satu hari tu M tu tak ada. Jadi saya request tu tak ada. So cuma ada Blackstar. Hai, saya Edrie Hashim daripada band Project Pistol. Seorang pemuzik, pemain gitar dan producer album. Kebanyakan gitaris ni dia very kadang-kadang dia ada preference masing-masing. Kadang-kadang ada suka British tone, ada suka American tone, kan? So bagi saya kerja saya yang selalu perform dengan macam-macam jenis artis, walaupun saya perform dengan ada rock band, tapi saya juga akan perform dengan artis macam Siti Nurhaliza, Zain Azin, yang pop ni. Kadang-kadang saya perlukan macam variety of tone yang macam-macam. So saya tak boleh stick ke satu tone yang rock atau metal je. So saya perlukan satu M yang versatile. So playing saya pun saya tak rasa saya ni seorang pemain metal walaupun saya rambut panjang. Saya rasa saya more dekat open punya. Cita rasa saya open lah. Saya akan cuba adapt sambil playing tu mengikut muzik yang saya tengah main lah. So untuk itu saya perlukan M yang betul-betul versatile. Dan saya rasa Blackstar M ni menepati cita rasa saya dan memudahkan kerja saya. Especially kalau saya travel pergi outstation ke, pergi mana, pergi utara ke, selatan ke, luar negara ke, saya perlukan M yang betul-betul reliable dan menepati tone yang saya nak untuk muzik yang saya main gitu-gitu. So saya rasa Blackstar amplification ni cukup sifat dia untuk sama saya. Because saya dah pernah try sekali dulu dekat kawan saya punya studio. Masa tu saya all this while pun saya memang pakai M lain lah, M yang terkenal lah kan ni. Tapi satu hari tu M tu tak ada. Jadi saya request tu tak ada. So cuma ada Blackstar je masa tu. So saya pun plug in directly dengan tak ada effect, tak ada apa, masuk dalam dan saya dapati tone dia sangat warm. Saya punya playing saya suka tone yang warm, saya suka tone yang lemak, yang tak nyaring, tak bingit. Kan? So saya rasa Blackstar ni dia macam kena macam ni lah tone dia. Kan? So saya pun selidik tone ni, saya tengok apa dia punya kelebihan dia. Saya rasa saya suka yang Blackstar ni. Terus yang penting sekali bagi saya bila saya main tu, saya nak dengar semua note saya. Katanya saya main, walaupun saya main power chord E, saya nak dengar semua chord note yang ada dalam E tu. So saya rasa Blackstar tu dapat keluarkan bunyi-bunyi tali tu. Especially cara saya main ni, saya more dekat percussion, saya more dekat saya mau lenting tu punya bunyi. Saya rasa Blackstar tu boleh keluarkan style yang saya suka tu. Di sini saya ingin mengucapkan terima kasih pada CK Music dan juga Blackstar kerana memilih saya sebagai Blackstar artis untuk Malaysia. Saya rasa amat berbangga dan saya rasa M ni menepati cita rasa saya dan saya harap semua orang try M ni dan korang akan puas hati dia.
Hi, I'm Soheil. I'm from a band called Beauty Blue and Lower Man. And I'm here talking about Artist 30, Blackstar. And I play in a folk rock band, so the sound that I need is kind of humbucker friendly. and very pedal friendly because I use a lot of pedals. So, you want to check out how it sounds? This is my clean sound. I'm going through clean channel. I just got a bit of Hall of Fame 2 reverb here. You want to hear some of the distortion?
Lovely time with y'all tonight. If you want to find us again, you can find our social media. BBTNM on Instagram, BBTNM Dance, sorry.
So please follow me with my band at Bilbo and Norman on Facebook and on Instagram, and Blackstar. And let's have fun.
In my hands, looking at
Heading to my central set of mind, away from insanity. Getting on the last midnight train, destination still unknown. Past and present, walking side by side, memories of old, make way for new ones. As a stranger in this ceaseless growing city, destiny is real and shattered. I walk away from the ashes of the past. The future calls to me. Over the ship with broken sails, looking at distant shores. Past and present, walking side by side. Memories of old, make way for new ones. As a stranger in this ceaseless growing city, destiny is wreathed in
We're doing a video. Hey, Jared James Nichols here. I am at the NAMM Show 2020 with Blackstar. We have something very exciting to show you. You know this one. This is the first. This came out last year, the JJN20, which I'm so proud of. Toured all over the world with it, played on countless recordings with it. And now we have listened to what people have said, and we have answered back with this, the JJN20. But it's just got one speaker. It's the combo. It's amazing. I'm so excited to see it. This is the first time I plugged into it right now, and I'm not lying. We just got a little tone, and we went for it. Put on the Blues Power channel. It's awesome. This has all the same cosmetic features, the characteristics of its big brother, but it has the GT75 speaker, single. Same control panel, same everything. So it basically, honestly, it's like the perfect version. If you just want to take it to the club, you got a recording session, you like lower, sized amps. It's great, man. I'm so excited to see it, and I can't wait to put it through the paces, and I think everyone's gonna dig it. It's super badass. Should I play a little more? Yeah? sounds pretty good. Woo! Yeah!
Whoa,
We're live
whoa,
now.
that was screaming, man.
Yeah, man.
All right,
That was breakfast in the morning for me.
that was breakfast.
Okay, everybody. Welcome to the Artist Talk with Blackstar Artists. Good morning from Singapore and good morning from Malaysia. And welcome to Artist Talk with Blackstar Artists. Welcome, everybody. And we'd like to welcome Mr. Ho Ying Long,
Hi.
our sales director of City Music Singapore, and of course, CK Music Malaysia. Welcome to another session of our live podcast as well.
Hi, Mike.
And City Music Live. How are you today, Long?
Good. How are you, Mike?
Good. Always good, especially when we have a lot of amazing artists today.
Mm.
I am like overwhelmed.
So are we, man.
Yes.
So am I. I mean, we came in a bit, quite early in the morning, but I think we're all woken up now.
Yes. Especially with the video I just started just now.
Man, that just woke everybody up. It's like, come
Wow.
on.
Yeah, so everybody's also excited. I believe we have spread the love around and people are waiting for the artists to come.
Absolutely,
you know?
absolutely. So welcome on board, welcome audience from Singapore, Malaysia, and also USA. All right. And we're live streaming from Singapore, City Music, Malaysia, CK Music, and Jared James Nichols in the USA. He'll be joining us later. Do follow us on social media, like and share for more great content and products, because we will be giving out some nice Blackstar
This one is very important
merchandise.
because they have to stay with us
That's right.
to win a Blackstar merchandise. We'll have merchandise to give away later on. Also, we are streaming live from Singapore, of course, and of course, CK Music Malaysia, and of course in USA. And what time is US now?
I think they are 13 hours behind.
Okay.
We'll ask Jared later.
Okay, we do that. A little introduction to the Blackstar Week. This week is Blackstar Week, everybody, and whereby we bring in a series of exciting live streams with every special guest. With very special guests, which we had one on Wednesday. We have Steve Marks with our very own City Music guys, Alvin and Tim. That was awesome.
That was a great session because
Beautiful.
Steve was like doing crazy things with the Blackstar amp, the new Blackstar amp that we have this year, and we all learned a lot of things from him.
Yes, we all do. And of course, we have yourself with Ian and Paul.
Yeah,
That was amazing. That was enjoyable.
It was an honor talking to the two bosses of Blackstar, because it's quite rare to get hold of them, and so it's a good chance for our audience to engage with them.
Yeah,
and they were really nice dudes.
Yeah, it's amazing to get to be connected with the manufacturers themselves.
Absolutely,
it's amazing, and it's so nice. Yes, we will be also enjoying a 10% discount for Blackstar products throughout this week. This is store-wide Blackstar discount that we have on our City Music, and I believe it's CK Music as well.
Of course.
Yes.
Blackstar Week.
The Blackstar Week until throughout end of the week, which is today and probably tomorrow if you're doing online, and we have all the price as well. Let's talk about this Blackstar Week. Share about our Blackstar experience. We had that Blackstar event last year, and we had in Singapore at Scape with Steve Marks, special guest, and we have Eddie Cradle, we have Simon Yong, and many other bands.
A lot of legendary guitarists from Singapore.
Yep.
And we also had our first Blackstar experience in Malaysia. That was in 2017. We had it in Aswara. Again, we have legendary guitarists that join us. We have product demonstrator from Blackstar coming down. We had good fun, good music, good loud music. All right. So too bad we can't do it this year, but I think what better way to bring Blackstar to the audience by going online, having this live stream here.
Yeah, it's amazing that unfortunately we can't do that this year. But the setup that we had on in Scape as well as in Malaysia, it was awesome and it was enjoyable. Even though I was not there in KL, but I believe maybe next year perhaps we have the opportunity. We should be doing that again.
Let's keep our fingers crossed.
Yes, hopefully we'll have that next year. Today's live stream is first for us as we get to speak with Blackstar artists of different genres from different countries and time zone.
Absolutely.
We have Edrie Hashim from Malaysia, Soheil Sanjabi, and Eric Poon, and special guest all the way from the USA, Jared James Nichols.
That's right.
Okay. Today's live stream has been brought to you by, very important, City Music,
Mhm.
CK Music, Blackstar Amplification, and our kind supporting partners Sony, ZV-1 Camera, Daiti Mics, Aperture, Blackmagic Design, 3 Dots, Mackie, and not forgetting Zoom. Okay, stay with us throughout and stand a chance to win the Blackstar merchandise like T-shirts, stickers, pens, and tone link. So very important, I think they must like and share.
I think we should show them the prizes that they can stand to
of
win
course.
today.
Okay, this is the tone link, everybody. All right, so what this guy does is basically you can actually connect by Bluetooth, and then you can just play your phone and play your source without cable. Interesting. And then of course we have this. Yeah, the pins. Okay, can you see that? The pins. Yeah.
Blackstar pins.
Blackstar pins. And what I'm wearing right now.
Yep, what we're wearing now.
Don't worry, if you are big size like me, you have the size here. Okay, you have that. Very nice t-shirt. I love the Blackstar t-shirt because it makes me look small. And the Blackstar word is so nice. Okay, so that's what we have. And of course, the stickers. I'm just going to grab that sticker one.
That's right.
Ta-da!
Stick on your guitar, your guitar case, your laptop.
Even you can put on the guitar also.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's see. We have a fantastic amount of audience today joining us.
Amazing.
Wow.
Once again, good morning, everybody who just joined us, and thank you very much for supporting us and joining us here with us with this amazing live stream. Yeah. And please keep it going. Please don't go away and stay with us because there's a lot of there's lucky draws coming up, and of course we're going to meet all the amazing artists later on.
Yeah, please like and share because if you want to win this merchandise, we need you to like and share and bring more people in.
Yes, please.
We're going to have a nice chat with our Blackstar artists coming up very, very shortly.
I can't wait. I'm too excited. Shall we?
Shall we?
Okay. So we
All
have
right.
the first. We have Eric Poon. Now, as our first featured artist, personally raised and grew himself on a steady diet of Iron Maiden. Yeah, I love Iron Maiden.
Oh, man.
Since 1991 and move on to a heavier styles of music in these years after. Taking roots in the power metal and symphonic metal genres. He founded his band, Silent Angel, back in the year 2000, but went on a long hiatus after recording a demo and playing some shows. Fast forward to 2015, he reformed the band with a new lineup and decided to reignite the flame and passion for the music. All right, put your hand together for Eric Poon. Yeah, Eric Poon. Okay, so we have the next one,
Oh, okay. Right, the next artist that we will be featuring, you will get to see him coming up later, is Soheil Sanjabi. So Soheil is the co-founder of his band Billy Blue and the Nowhere Man Band, and this band features a unique blend of American and Malaysian mix of early American folk music as well as psychedelic rock. So often described as raw and vintage, Soheil and his band draws influence from group of the late 60s and early 70s, while also experimenting with the various musical sensibilities that each member brings. Their set consists of covers of their favorites as well as their original music, and their solid delivery of eclectic vibes are reminiscent of classic bands such as Fleetwood Mac or Jefferson Airplane. All right, so we saw a bit of their videos earlier on, and it's really soulful, really, I hear that my hair is standing, man.
Yeah.
Yep. And the next artist.
Okay, thanks, We have the next guy, an Otai, we call him. Edrie Hashim. Edrie Hashim is one of today's most vital music personalities in Malaysia and probably the most multi-talented artist in the country. Not only an incredible lead guitarist, he's also the main man behind the Malaysian rock supergroup Project Pistol. Neo Gendang Records label. He has won many awards for churning out his songs almost impulsively across genres since the 90s, and also being featured countlessly with many artists from local legends like Awi, Wings, Ella, and many more to upcoming newcomers. known for the extreme versatility from scorching rock to level group to feel group pop music. He's also a well-known celebrity to many Malaysians for appearing multiple times on TV for occasions such as leading the band for numerous award shows, as also the judge for many reality programs. I think there are a lot more actually, but okay. That's basically Edrie Hashim, Otai.
All right. I think without further ado, I think the audience can't wait to meet our three Malaysian Blackstar artists. So can we have a round of applause and bring them on?
Yeah!
All right.
Whoa! Rock and roll.
So everybody, good morning.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen.
It's such a rare opportunity to have three guitar legends in
Oh,
each
no.
scene.
One legend. One only. One legend here.
Everybody is humble. That's the beauty
Yeah.
of us, you know. Everyone is so nice and
Yes.
yeah, it's just great.
Anyway, had breakfast already? Not makan already.
Makan already.
A little bit,
Had
little
a
bit.
coffee.
I had some scones, you know,
Scones.
without the coffee.
Oh, without a coffee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep it up.
All right. Let's start. Okay. With some questions for you. So anyway, how are you doing today? Good.
So far, so good, man. Yeah.
Super excited.
Not
Yeah.
early. Is it too early for you this morning? No, right? Okay.
A bit too early, but
Yeah.
it's okay. We're coping up. We're coping up.
so much.
Yeah, but it's never too early to rock and roll, so yeah, it's okay.
All
I'm
good, all
sure,
Actually,
because
we're
I know
about to go to bed as of now, right?
we have to thank you so much. Despite that, probably you're still sleeping somehow, but you take the effort to come even to CK Music to do all this
That's
live.
right.
That's so thankful.
And we're
Well,
so glad
traffic
you
was pretty good today.
make it here.
Yeah. Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay. So now we're gonna throw this question to them. Okay. Let's do this.
Shoot it.
Whoa.
Now, we start with Eric first. Okay, Eric.
Oh, me? Oh, okay.
A very serious question. No, just kidding. Okay, tell us
Alright.
about yourself and the band.
Oh,
Okay, because
me.
the thing is, because I stalk all of you, the three of you, and I saw your video. Your recent video is amazing. I love the song. I was talking to Inglong and was like, "Is it a cover song?" He said, "No, it's his own song." I said, "Like, wow,
That's
it's
compliment.
beautiful, it's well arranged and it's well played. I like that. It's just a very nice melody-driven song."
Thanks so
maybe-
much.
Yeah,
Excellent energy and excellent vibe.
yeah.
All right. So, okay, what can I say about myself? You guys gave me a really, solid intro there. I was raised, fortified with Iron Maiden instead of just fortified with Iron. See? So yes, fortified with Iron Maiden since I was like 11 years old. Then I moved on to a heavier and more melodic style of music, which is known as power metal. And one of my earlier power metal influences is I would credit Gamma Ray, as my main influence. And of course, I'm also very huge into the Japanese metal scene. I was very influenced by Japan, Galnerius, and of course, some elements of progressive music like Dream Theater. And fast forward to probably 10 years back when I got back into guitar playing. I got hooked into bands like Dragon Force, Twilight Force, Hammerfall, Blind Guardian. All the European and Scandinavian,
Influence.
the big players in the metal scene. So, yeah. And as to my band, we are actually a dual female-fronted symphonic power metal band.
Yeah.
So what it means is that because we have two lead singers in the band, and we just divide the lead singing duties equally between both of the ladies, and also I combine elements of power metal, symphonic metal like Nightwish, Epica and stuff like that, and I put it together as a blend with Japanese metal music into my compositions. So yeah, that's the style of Silent Angel.
Yeah.
Very
And
nice.
yeah,
You create your own identity, even
yeah,
despite
it's-
so different, styles inside.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. I take little nuggets of various genres, and and I get inspired by them, and I just put them into my own compositions. Yeah.
Amazing. Okay.
Thanks.
Shall we throw this question to the other two?
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right. So let's move on to Soheil, so maybe you can actually tell us more about yourself, how you started and how you came to Malaysia.
Sure. Well, it all started way back when. I remember being about 13 or 14 that I started taking guitar classes. And before that, for the longest time, I was lost. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't have any interest in any of the subjects. I wasn't good at them. And I just felt like, man, maybe there is just nothing out there for me, until I watched this music video of this Persian underground band. And I heard the guitar tone and I felt like I want to create that. And it's funny that it wasn't about the composition. It wasn't the chord, even though at the time I didn't have much explanation of the chord, but I just liked the sound. I just wanted to make that sound. So
awesome.
It's sort of how it started. So I was like, okay, I'm going to take guitar classes, I guess. And then something that was supposed to be just a hobby turned out to be exactly what I want to do. So took that over. My parents didn't want me to go to art school. But then they ended up being like, okay, this dude really stinks at everything else, so maybe we should give this a chance. And then they've been extremely supportive ever since. I came to Malaysia at about age of 17. I met Billy, shout out, from Billy Blue and Nowhere Man.
Yeah.
And we put the band together. So yeah, pretty cool. Our style could be described as maybe vintage psychedelic blues rock, but we're always evolving, which is a human thing, I guess.
Where were you originated, Soheil?
I'm from Iran, Tehran. I was born there, raised there until I was 17, and then I moved here.
And what was what made you come to Malaysia?
Brother, long story, man. Long story. But Malaysia was supposed to be a short staycation. Was supposed to be a maximum 1 year thing, and then I was supposed to go elsewhere. But then the chain of events that happened made me stay here for 9 years now, actually. And I've never looked back. I'm grateful of the things that happen, and it's amazing. I'm here now.
Yeah.
Jesus looking guitarist. Cheers.
Yeah, but I truly love his playing. So he seemed like I told Eric, I was stalking you guys, and the video that was I watched is like amazing. You have very soulful blues kind of feel, and I just truly go inside you and I can feel the music, man. Awesome.
That is the biggest compliment.
That's
really
awesome.
It's really, really nice. And you also did some nice videos for us at our showroom, and the recent video that you did for the Silver Line, that was a very nice video.
Yep.
And,
Thanks, I appreciate it.
thank you for doing that. And
Awesome.
you basically did the job for Blackstar.
Oh, please.
So that was
Please,
beautiful.
thanks.
So do
appreciate
check out his video on the Silver Line. He actually basically brought out the real goodness of the amp itself.
Cheers.
Right.
Cheers.
Okay,
Too kind.
next we
Let's
have the Otai.
Hi.
Okay.
Man.
Yeah. So maybe you can share with us,
Yes,
about yourself, Edrie.
About myself. Okay. I'm a kind-hearted guy,
Yeah.
shy, and also very good in bed.
Too humble.
Anyways, I'm Edrie Hashim. I'm a guitarist. I started playing when I was 12. I was started with Kiss, that sparked everything. The band Kiss, that sparked
Nice.
everything.
Yep.
Make me want to be a musician, and then it evolves. I'm playing the bands. Then I got into the music scene. I got into recordings when I was 17 years old. 17 years old, I start sessioning. Then by the age 20, I'll start producing a lot of stuff for Malaysian industry. That's got me into the business. And until now, I'm still here as an otai. As you said, it's good. It's about it. It's about it. Styling wise, my playing, I think I'm just, in Malaysia, you need to, be a diverse player. You got to master a lot of stuff, But on the essence of things, I think I'm a more of a simple blues player, not so much of a shred player, even though I try. Okay,
You're
that's
being
about
humble.
it.
You're very humble, Edrie.
Yeah.
Extremely humble.
A little
yeah.
too much.
Oh,
when
man.
we were sharing this live stream just before we went on, or just when we went on, the local artist, the guitarist in Singapore, like, oh, Edrie, everybody knows you. It's like, that's what they call you, right?
No, his hype is real. See,
Yeah, yeah. So, receiving some messages
Yeah.
from the people that we spread,
That's right.
It's like, hey, the Ota is in the house. Yeah, I'm going to watch you. They're probably watching you right now.
I hate the word otai, man. Don't use that otai.
Yeah, we use the word legend, right? Yeah, legend.
No, legend.
Living legend, yeah.
No.
Anyway, yeah, I understand that you are currently with the band Wings.
Yeah, I'm currently playing with Wings, helping them up, working on their latest album now. So
Awesome.
our last show was during the Merdeka Eve, and there's no audience. We just live streaming it across the globe. So that's about it. That's about it. And for Wings, so we are eager to finish the recordings. It should be out in 2021.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
yeah.
Amazing. So,
Quite
ladies
awesome.
and gentlemen, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
We are talking to a collective of guitar legends. We have our Blackstar artists from Malaysia. All right, Eric Poon, Soheil, and Edrie Hashim.
Okay, we got several questions.
Oh,
A few
yeah.
more questions.
Sure, sure.
Okay, this next question is like, what was your big break?
Yeah, I think this is a very important question for all the audience out there because they all aspire to, to
Yeah.
be like you guys.
Yeah, I want to be like Edrie.
Yeah.
Go ahead, it'll be fine.
Okay,
Uh,
so
but-
yeah,
All right. So who'd like to go first? I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No.
please, yeah.
Go, Eric. Go.
Oh, me. All right. Okay. I wouldn't say that I've really had actually got any big break at the moment, but probably one of the biggest breaks is being signed on as a Blackstar artist.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
a big.
That's awesome.
It's a big
That's
break for
awesome.
me, and
Thank you, Blackstar.
yeah. Cheers to CK Music, City Music, and Blackstar, and also recently along with a Blackstar endorsement, I'm also signed as a blacksmith strings artist as well. So yeah, and the next upcoming big break would be that my band we're signing with a major European label for the release of our album next year.
Cool.
So yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice
so that's pretty much like as far as a big break goes. But I think Edrie and Soheil have a lot bigger breaks than what I have at the moment. So yeah,
You're being humble, man.
that's just a fact, bro.
So Hill also, yeah. Let's share what's your experience in.
My big break? Which one? I wouldn't call it a big break of any sort, to tell you the truth. But I feel like life happens a lot more in a more subtle manner. I feel like we get our big breaks and we get over it and we don't even realize it. I feel like often, looking back, I've gone through doors that I hoped would open for the longest time. But then when you pass through it, you actually don't realize it. And then you look back and you're like, man, I've done nothing or nothing is happening, but it's actually so much. It's just you don't realize it. But me, as well as Eric, I feel like Blackstar was definitely one of the biggest things that happened to me.
Cheers,
and it's something that really actually meant a lot to me because I feel like a lot of us artists go through self-doubt, if that's the right word. I don't know. And having this makes you feel like maybe we're doing something right somewhere.
Yeah. True.
Okay, that's nice, Soheil. Okay,
Cheers.
Edrie.
Yeah.
So maybe you can share with us as
Too
well.
many bricks.
Yeah.
Too
Too
many.
many.
bricks.
I think my biggest break is when I first start recording at the age of 17. I mean, can you imagine at the age of 17, you got to go into the studio and be blown away with all the
We're still trying to learn the chords.
Yeah.
major speakers with all the big knobs and all the speakers. That was like life-changing experience for me. And until now, I'm still stuck here. I've never worked anything else except for just
How
playing
did you manage to penetrate at the age of 17?
Yeah.
What secret thing did you do? You know, or you have to.
I'm not sure, man. I just play my shit out, man. Just rock out, you know. And apparently, I wish. Apparently, it hits some of the major players of in the industry, such as Amy Search, Ella. So it's kind of like, you know, people are like noticing me after my first break. It's like then they give me some opportunities to play with them alongside with them on stage. So it's a long journey, but it's just like a very, you know, considering there's no internet at the time, you know, I mean, you know, it just everything happens through word of mouth, you know. Edrie. So I don't know. It's just stars are aligning.
Yeah.
You know, the stars are aligning. And
Nice.
it's all luck, but stars are just aligning. You know,
Right place, right time.
right place, right time. Yeah.
And of course, your talents.
Of course, you guys have to be good, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You guys are good. That's why you guys, you know, are where you are.
They are good. I'm not. I'm still a beginner here.
Come on, Eric, you've been too humble as well, Eric. Truly enjoy your playing, because what we see right now, from where I am right now, I would see three different amazing. You guys are amazing in your own way. You know, I see Soheil with lots. So when I hear that, even Inglong says it's like goosebumps. And Eric, I like the arrangement, the music arrangement, and the melody driven. It's awesome. Keep it going. And of course, Edrie, you know, it's basically it's like wearing many hats. He's being a music producer, and it's, you know, it's to me, it's like somebody that you look up to and say, okay, probably, you know, I want to be like that, you know, because you do many things, not only just
that's the key, man. That's the key, just to keep inspiring people. You know, that's the thing. But why we are with Blackstar is to inspire all these young players, you know, to make the rock and roll lifestyle alive.
Yeah.
You know, it's good to know that.
True.
Not rock and roll lifestyle.
Lifestyle.
Keywords.
Yes, you get it.
I'll have the next question. What's keeping you guys busy with the COVID?
I mean, this is a dirty word. It's a dirty word, but you
Yeah,
can't run away
yeah.
from it.
It's a depressing word. It's a depressing word.
Yeah.
That's right. But I think let's inject some positivity. What are you guys doing to, you know, beat the COVID and do something about it?
So
Okay, non-music wise, I've definitely stepped up my cooking. That helps.
Nice.
It's nice to be like, you know, I can cook a meal for myself and make it decent and nice. That's nice. So that's definitely a positive thing. Another thing is that I've ventured in the world of recording, and it's definitely a different ball game, and it's very interesting and it's terrifying, and it feels a lot like painting on a canvas. Because I feel like when you play music, when you're at home or when you're at the gig and all that, you play the notes and everything disappears.
yes.
But when you're recording, it's like a canvas. Once you make a mistake, it's right there looking at you.
Yeah.
Every time you pass by, it looks at you. And then there are things that you don't hear when you record. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You hear flaws or you hear maybe positive things, and that really helps you get better at it. So I've been really recording a lot and collaborating with other people, and that's been really nice. But it's depressing to not be able to play live, though. That's nothing could possibly ever come close to that.
Yeah. Very true, man. So like it's like, you know, what Soheil said, you know, was like, for me, you know, given that we are being hunkered down with all this, you know, travel restrictions and international travel bans, and actually one of my lead singers is actually based in Australia, from Melbourne. So what we did this time around is to actually work on some home quarantine videos from songs from our upcoming album. So, you know, we figured that, you know, if we are not, you know, allowed to, you know, hit even to the studio to actually record our material, so we'll just, you know, record what ready material we have and showcase, you know, to the world, you know, to just keep things going, you know. And the message, you know, behind my compositions, my music, the idea behind Silent Angels, of course, you know, to, you know, face, you know, the insurmountable odds, you know, and says, you know, hey, you know, I'm going to kick your ass, that sort of thing. So, you know, we should not be faced with, you know, setbacks. Yeah, you know, we might fall and stuff like that, but yeah, we can just dust it off, pick ourselves up, search forward. That's the idea, you know, the meaning behind most of my songs.
Right.
So yeah, so we figured that, you know, we'll just showcase some of our material to the world, and as soon as the, you know, like the travel restrictions have been lifted, we're going to head back to the studio, which is based in another state, to finish off the recording of the album and then mixing and mastering. And after that, we'll just release it by next year.
Are you doing this full time, Eric?
Oh no! This is actually my passion. Music, guitar playing is my passion. So my day job is actually running my family business in import and distribution.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're
So-
also wearing hats,
Interesting.
apparently.
Yeah.
Hey, Edrie, how about Edrie? The old tie. Yeah.
Yeah. The old time.
It's a bit bummer with all this
From
COVID. You can't do live thing, especially for us musicians. We need to do live thing. It's our air, the air that we breathe.
Yeah.
But looking at the bright side, I think it's a good time to delve back into the recordings of things. Get yourself set in stone. So everybody can really understand your playing, understand your touch. Recording is a different beast altogether,
Yeah.
and you need to know you're playing real well, the
Yeah.
expression and everything. It's not so much as just shred a note, shred a bunch of notes together. It's about it's about expressing note per notes. It's a different beast. So it's good. I'm looking at the right side, so I'm looking forward, to be creative. To be more creative in the studio, trying to express myself in a different way, trying to get my voice, moving along with all these setbacks, don't care about everything.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Nice.
I like the
Great.
positivity.
Yeah, getting ready for next year, right?
Yeah. Okay, one last question before we invite the JJN in. Okay, so we have the question is tell us about experience with Blackstar. You all been featured by the Blackstar Amplification artist page and the social media, and you really have done us proud. So share with
Thank you.
us. Yeah.
Oh man, you guys been great. You guys been
Yeah.
great. You guys been awesome. All the support, we appreciate it. Especially in Malaysia, we don't have that much support.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the rest of the world.
Mm.
But having somebody to believe in us, to represent a brand,
Mhm.
it's cool. It's just so cool. Thank you. Singapore and Malaysia, Siki Music, everything. This means a lot.
Yeah.
So I mean, Blackstar is a phenomenal brand. I mean, it's pretty much out there, with the rest of the big names, So it is for me personally. I've been playing Blackstar even before becoming an artist. I've been playing Blackstar amps for about over 8 years now, and
Wow.
I love it.
Man. Okay,
I love
great.
it, and there's the support that as Edrie mentioned, the support that is given, that is rendered by CK Music and City Music. It's just great. I love the working environment with you guys. You guys are supportive. Friendly. You guys are nice.
Mhm.
Helpful. And so I couldn't ask for more.
Yeah, I feel very, very similarly to these two gentlemen. Yeah, and I think it's very exciting to be part of to be associated with a company that is actually fairly young.
Yeah.
I think the exciting thing is that there'll be a lot of innovations. There'll be a lot of new things coming up, and maybe we would have something to do with it in the future.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like with other brands that are maybe more established, in over the years, they rely on what they produced in the 70s.
Mhm.
But this is, I think, something really beautiful and exciting to be part of.
Yeah. Well said, Soheil. It's
Very
true.
well
It's like- yeah.
We are very honored to
Very
have
honored,
you, and we are very happy, also very fortunate that Blackstar. You said it, Soheil. They're not they're a pretty young company, only 13
Mhm.
years, but they already achieved a lot within this 13 years. And
Yep.
and one thing's really great about their artist support, as I believe you guys have experiences. They're really supportive, and it's not easy for us to get our own local artists onto an international brand.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Thanks so much, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
for us also, actually,
Yeah.
we really value you guys to be on board, and of course we really thank Blackstar being more than happy to put you guys up there with the rest of the other legends. So you guys are all in the same league as the rest of it. Just like the next gentleman going to come on board shortly.
Oh,
But before that, can we have the music for?
Radio is back.
yeah.
we'll do sound effect. Mike will do drumming.
Yeah, just
Okay, so we're gonna have a short little giveaway.
giving away first.
What are we giving? Let's give out the merchandise first. Let's give
Alright.
out t-shirts and the badge pins and the sticker. So
Alright.
what's going to happen here is it's going to be a lucky draw. Not lucky draw. Sorry, it's a fastest answer.
Yes,
So we're gonna
fingers.
fastest finger, right? Who is the first one that put the correct answer in the comment page there? Okay, just to be a bit of disclaimer here, we're opening up to Singapore and Malaysia residents here. Okay, so we're gonna ask a very simple question, and the first answer that comes out on screen will walk away with the t-shirt, the pins, and the stickers.
Oh,
You guys ready? Stand by your fingers on the keyboard and your keypad. It's a very, very, very obvious question. If you don't get this right, you shouldn't be here. Okay. So today we have this first three guests here, Blackstar artists. All right. Can you all tell me which country are they from?
Come on, come on,
Come on.
come on.
First
You see,
answer.
coming up, are you coming up?
Okay,
Iran.
Do we have a winner?
Do we have a winner yet? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yen Tan. Congratulations.
Yen
That's
Tan.
easy, right?
Congratulations.
Oh, now we have the sound effects. Great. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, please send us a DM. We'll be contacting you shortly to win the prize. Okay, so now let's move
The
on.
moment we are waiting
All right, the
for.
next gentleman has been waiting patiently. I can see him. He's like, I want to come on board. I want to come on board. Right? So the next gentleman we're going to talk to is Jared James Nichols. So a little bit of introduction. JJN. Okay, our technical team going to put up his picture. Can we get it on? Okay, nevertheless.
Wow.
Well, I was trying to think of a way to describe or to introduce JJN, Jared James Nichols, but I just happened to come across a very nice intro or write-up on Guitar Interactive magazine. So I'm not going to plagiarize. I'm just going to tribute and just read it out. Jared James Nichols has quickly become a force to be reckoned with in the blues rock arena. Yeah. He's okay. For his unique blend, grit, and gusto, and bombastic arena-sized rock and roll, having built up a solid reputation as a stunning heavy-age blues rock act and stage beast, Nichols has shared stages with the likes of ZZ Top, Lynyrd Skynyrd, Zakk Wylde, Glenn Hughes, Walter Trout, Blue Oyster Cult, UFO, Saxon, just to name a few. Man, his guitar playing can easily be described as raw, raucous, and authentic, and has even caught the attention of some of guitar's biggest names, with Lynyrd Skynyrd's Gary Rossington being so impressed with Nichols' chops during his support said that he invited him on stage to play lead guitar during a performance of Sweet Home Alabama.
Nice.
Done before. So without further ado, have a round of applause for JJN, Jared James Nichols. Whoa.
What's going on, my friends? Hello. Greetings.
What's up, Jared?
What an intro.
Good morning, everyone. This is awesome. Thanks for having me.
Good evening.
Good evening to you, bro.
Yes, it is.
What time is it?
Yeah.
It's 10:10 p.m. I just got done eating some dinner, and now I'm hanging out with you guys.
Cool.
Cool. No, we're really stoked. I think the rest of us are pretty speechless right now.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm so happy. Awesome. This is so cool. I wish that we were all here together live, but next year. Next year. I hope.
Yeah. Let's make it happen.
Next year, let's make it happen. Man.
We'll bring Jared to Malaysia or in Singapore
Yeah.
next year.
Yes.
Come on.
There we go.
All right, Mike.
Okay.
Start.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So question I'm gonna throw to you. It's how do you achieve the title
Blues Power.
Blues Power? Yeah.
Blues Power.
Blues Power. This is serious talk now. You can't tell. Oh, wait. We have a lot of people watching. Okay.
Yeah.
For me, Blues Power is everything. When I was starting to play guitar, when I was learning and idolizing my heroes, guys like of course, like all of us, like Jimi Hendrix and Stevie Ray Vaughan and Jeff Beck and B.B. King and Albert King and all of these amazing guitar heroes, I thought to myself, there's something in common. There's a common thread between all of these guys, and there's a power, there's an energy in their playing that even if you're not into blues per se, or, you know, hard rock, like a guy like Dimebag Darrell or something, there's some sort of energy that all these guys have. It's like a power. And the common thread for me was this bluesy feel, this soulful playing. And I thought to myself, man, that's the way I want to present myself. It's like taking all of the great blues and all of the great rock that I and you guys grew up idolizing and packing it all together and just saying nothing else matters. I just want to play with as much power and soul as I can. And that's where blues power came from. I mean, it's a really simple concept, but now that's the way I do everything. It's like the way I live my life, man. It's like blues power is everything.
Nice.
Very
Blues power matters.
Yeah. Well, share with us your journey. You know, how you get started when you're a kid. You know, and you know who are your, you know, who were the guys brought you up. You know, your people, just, you know, inspire us.
So I originally wanted to be a drummer. I didn't want to be the guitar player. Now, when I was like 13 years old, I grew up in Wisconsin in America. And like, I grew up in like the farm fields, man. So like my friends, they were getting guitars and I was like, that's cool, but I think I should be the drummer, because every time I heard Led Zeppelin or Black Sabbath, I wanted to play the drums, right? Because I wanted to play the fills. And I ended up getting a drum set, and my dad was a construction worker, and he came home and he heard me in the basement trying to play drums, and he walked downstairs and he said, no way. Man.
Too loud.
He said, you have to try guitar. And I said, no, everybody plays guitar. I don't want to play guitar. And he goes, just try it. You might really like it. And I remember a friend had a guitar and he was showing me how to play Smoke on the Water and Electric Funeral. And the guitar was, when I picked it up, it was like the first thing that when I put the guitar to my body and I hit a note, everything felt right in the world. Like I was like, wow, I really like this. This is really cool. And when I write with my left hand. So I was kind of like screwed up. I didn't know if I wanted to play right-handed or left-handed.
Wow.
And long story short, I went right-handed. But the funniest part was when I got my first riff down, it was Electric Funeral by Black Sabbath. I was 14 going on 15 years old. And when I played along with the CD, I turned it all the way up. I turned the amp all the way up. And it was like I found my thing, probably like you guys, right? There's like this certain energy that you have. And it's like, I'm doing this. I'm jamming along. I'm playing music.
Yeah.
And it was so funny because I started playing guitar maybe 15 minutes a day. And then it went to 20 to 30 minutes to an hour. And then I would wake up in the morning before school. I would play a little before then. I would bring the guitar, play it in, you know, our break at school, and then come home, rush home to play guitar. I got obsessed, just like you guys, right? So, you know, for me, that's how it started. And the funniest part is here I am almost like 15 years down the road from when I started, and I still feel the same way, which is so crazy.
No, that's really awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for our Malaysian artists, if we have questions for Jared, feel free to shoot him, right?
Please.
Yeah, guys, I talk a lot, so you just gotta like.
No, please do enlighten all of us here.
I love your passion, man. Your fire. I love it. It's very inspiring, man.
Yeah, it is.
You know.
I have a next question would be tell us about your playing style. You know, you don't use a pick, you know, which is kind of weird to a lot of guitarists. A pick. But if I didn't look at you, you know, you're able to achieve. I hear you achieve all these different licks and riffs, you know. So tell us about your playing style. You know, teach us something.
Okay, so my playing style is so simple, and people laugh when I say that, but it's so simple. Now, the way that I approach it, right? Because we're going back with the writing, so I'm writing with my left hand, and I didn't understand holding a pick. It just didn't feel right. So when I started to play with my fingers, the reason I loved that was because I could feel every string, every note I was hitting. You know, you connect with it on the fretting hand, but the notes that I could hit with this thumb, I could feel it. So my thumb, like 99% of the time, my thumb is my downstroke, and then my index, my middle, and my ring finger are all upstrokes. I wish I had a guitar. I don't even have a guitar in this room. But long story short, I always tend to play thumb down, index, middle, and ring up. And the whole style, no one really taught me how to do finger style. The thing was, I just kind of played and messed around with it enough. And a lot of people think, oh, he must use his nails. I don't use any of my nails, no nails, because guys, the nails, man, they'll break, and that is no fun. I've had it where we've been on tour and I hit the last chord and I strum down and I rip my whole no good. It's always all about the corners of my fingers that I use to kind of get that pick sound. And a lot of people, you know, they think, oh, it's not possible to get certain sounds without a pick. And while there is a lot of stuff like very intricate rhythms and things like that I have to work around, there's so many sounds that you can get just by using your hands. That is, it's really cool. And it's helped me kind of go into different genres, right? Originally, I wanted to play blues and rock, and that was it. And then I found guys like Wes Montgomery who played jazz with his thumb, right? Or I found different chicken picking country guys. So it's cool because it opened up a whole different world of tones. And also the thing that, like you guys know, is we're always trying to go on our own path. And I think when I started to play fingerstyle, I didn't know I was doing it, but I was kind of creating my own little thing. And in turn, it kind of helped me figure out my own voice.
Nice.
Yeah,
Wow.
nice.
We're gonna arrange a separate video lesson later after the stream, right? You're gonna teach us.
Yeah, let's do that. I would love that.
Okay.
Awesome.
So you're currently based in Nashville. How are things over there?
Things are really great. So I just moved to Nashville about a year ago. I was in Los Angeles for about 9 years, in Hollywood, of all places. And that's where I kind of started. You know, I was living in Wisconsin. And I said, I want to become a professional guitarist. So I moved to LA. And that's like I hit the ground running, right? Started the band, started recording, touring, all that stuff. And I just recently came to Nashville about a year ago. And since the COVID stuff has all gone down, everything's been really quiet. The only thing I can kind of compare it to is it's kind of like a ghost town, right? I don't know about you guys, but I was listening to what you guys were doing during, you know, all of this time at home and stuff. And for me, the only way I can make sense of it is I just keep playing my guitar. I just keep writing music. I just keep trying to dive in deeper. It's not like, you know, of course, I'm very aware of everything that's going on and very proactive about it. But I think the thing about being home this much is I haven't spent so much time playing guitar. I go to bed at night and I'm like, my hands are tired. I'm like, oh man, this is crazy. But as far as Nashville, this is such a cool music city. Anyone that's over in Malaysia or Singapore or anything, when the time is right, you guys owe it to yourselves. If you love music and you love guitar, come to this city and you will be blown away. There's so many great players.
Yeah.
Music is in the air.
Yeah.
No, we are already blown away by just listening. You described the scene.
One Nashville.
It's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about Blackstar. How did you and Blackstar come together? I think that's what you know.
We met on Craigslist. No, I'm just So when I moved to LA, I was starting my journey. How do I say it? I was starting my own band, my trio, Jared James Nichols. I was going to do this, right? And I met a guy named Phil, and Phil owned a studio in Hollywood. a real big studio. I remember the first day I went in there. In one room was Aerosmith, and the other room was Marilyn Manson. And there was a small room, and he goes, "You guys can jam in there." And I was like, "What?" Anyways, the studio had Blackstars. This would have been in 2011, 2012. I'd never heard of Blackstars. And I remember when I moved to LA, I didn't even have an amp. I sold everything I had. I had this is the classic story, right? I had my guitar and my clothes, and there we go. So I go to the studio, and they had a Blackstar Series 100, the Series 1. And I was like, okay, what is this? So I plugged straight into it with a Gibson Les Paul, and I hit that OD channel, and I heard this chunk, and I was like, man, that sounds good. And I started to mess around with it a little more, and I was like, wow. And then we started jamming, and I was playing a Blackstar. The first band practice, I was playing a Blackstar, and I was like, this thing's pretty cool. And then the next day I came in, and there was a different one. It was an Artisan, and I was like, what's this one sound like? So I was having this crash course in trying all these different Blackstars. And before you know it, any indication of me ever playing a Fender, Mesa Book, any of this other stuff, it went away because I loved the sound of the Blackstars. And I thought to myself, man, there's something that I'm getting out of these amps that I wasn't getting with my Marshall, that I wasn't getting with a Fender. And am I allowed to say those names? No, I'm just kidding.
Absolutely.
But the reality was, I found something very unique in the Blackstar. The voicing, it felt very chimey, very characteristic of like a really great classic Fender. But the thing roared, and it just never let up. And our first little tour, I brought a Blackstar, and it was beautiful. And then ever since then, I haven't stopped playing them. And now, I mean, man, we're almost going on a decade. And I love Blackstar. I think that, the amps, not only are they ridiculously, affordable, and you can get so many tones out of them. I've never, ever, now knock on wood, I've never heard a Blackstar. I've never blown up a Blackstar yet. It's so reliable. And they inspire me to play.
So reliable, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a very that's a lot of encouragement and a lot of confidence on the amp itself. Yes. So far the amps have been serving you well.
Yeah, and the reason that I really say that, and I really believe it, and I mean it, is because even last year I was on tour for 308 days straight, all around, never Malaysia or Singapore, but all around the world, and I had the Blackstar JJN20 head in my guitar, and I carried it, and I'd check it on as, that was my carry-on, was the head. And I took this thing all over the world, and I never had one problem with it.
Wow.
And I really mean it when I say the Blackstar stuff. It sounds great. It feels good. It's reliable. What else could you ask for, right?
Yeah.
Just doesn't clip your toenails. Or maybe it does. We haven't found a button yet.
Or give my hair, shampoo.
Let me chime in because just now one of the earlier comments, Francis, our manager in Kuala Lumpur. So we were actually that was me and him the first time seeing you play at the 10th anniversary of Blackstar in the LA studio. That blew our mind because the kind of energy you had on stage, and it was only three of you, I believe.
Yeah.
And it sounded like a 5-piece, 6-piece, and you were like going on and on, nonstop. It's like you can go like 6 hours, and it's just kept everybody just wow. The energy was really, really intense. Yeah. So I really, really wish that we can actually bring that over to Singapore and Malaysia to share your love and your energy. That's do check out JJN. He is really, really our fans in Singapore and Malaysia. Do check him out. He's really awesome. Lot of energy.
Man. It's just a love for the music, like all of us, bringing us together tonight. Or this morning. It's the love of music, and that's the best part about Blackstar. It connects us all in a weird way. Although it's only an amplifier, it's so much more than that. It's creating the soundtrack of our lives. It's cool.
Yeah. So you just now you mentioned that you're using your JJN model, signature model. We have one of the later one here, the 20 watt.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Tell us about this. How did this project even come to fruition, materialize?
So, okay, so it would have been, man, I got to go back, probably 2016. I was doing a world tour with Zakk Wylde from Ozzy Osbourne and Black Label Society. And I was playing the Artist 30s, exactly what Soheil's playing. And it was great, but I wanted to figure out how to get more tones out of this amp. And I started to ask Blackstar if they could modify them for me. I was like, man, maybe we could do like, some different speakers, or I could try and get a little more gain out of it, or certain things like that. And Joel and Ian and everyone, they started to kind of say, well, maybe we should do a model for you. And I honestly, you guys, I laughed out loud because the last time I checked, I'm not Slash, I'm not Ingve, I'm not, I'm not one of those guys. So I thought to myself, man, that would be amazing someday. And right about this time, I was doing my signature guitar, the Old Glory, with Epiphone. And it was like a perfect storm. They wanted to make this guitar. They're going to do this amp. And I was on tour with LA Guns across the UK. And I remember we had a day off. And my manager called and he said, hey, you guys are going to go to Blackstar tomorrow morning. Just ring the bell at 8:30 and they'll let you in. So we pull up. And we had a show the night before, and we're all tired, and we pull up, and they're like, "Hey, what's up?" And we're pouring coffee, and we sat in a room with a big whiteboard for about 10 hours, and they said they literally started, and they said, "What would your dream amp be?
Wow.
What do you want?" And it was funny because I was like, "Man, I just want to be able to plug in any musical situation and not need a pedal, not need anything. I can just play." And we sat there, and I think that was the day I lost my hearing for the first time. And I sat there and we played. And the coolest part was they were saying, okay, what if we try this speaker or this speaker? So we're trying different speakers. We're trying all these different sounds. They were soldering in capacitors to try different values. And it was just super cool. And at the end of the day, that night I had another gig, so they brought the amp there. And I remember I plugged in at the gig and I laughed. Have you guys ever had it where you played something and it sounded so good that you laughed? Like I hit the chord and I was laughing. I was like, this is dumb. This sounds so good. And that was it. And the funny part is we did the JJN20 with the 212, the little stack.
That's right.
And it was amazing. And I used that to death. And then they started to say, well, people are asking for a combo version. And I thought it made perfect sense because, you don't always want to take two pieces with you. It's better to have a guitar in this hand and your amp in this hand. And I've been playing through this combo version since I got home, with the COVID stuff. And it is so good. This amp, I would put it up against anything. Anyone that follows me online or seen anything that I've done or heard any of the music I've released in the past year, anything, it's all been done on the JJN20 combo. And it's a lot to be said because, I've flirted with old vintage plexis and blues breakers and all this great, amazing stuff. But I keep coming back to that JJN20. So it is a really, really good amp, man.
We love that.
Yeah,
we love
we
the
love
amps actually.
Yeah. And for those who are listening now, please, if you have a chance, please come down to our showroom and to CK Music and to City Music and try the amp. It's amazing, beautiful amp.
I think if we did a check with Blackstar, probably this is the first ever signature model that Blackstar built for any artist, and you are the one, actually. So I think that's
the one.
That's a big honor.
Hey guys, I keep pinching myself though because at the end of the day, I'm so happy that the amp is so good. And it's funny because I'll hear people play all this stuff that's so amazing through it. And I laugh because I'm like, man, I'm the lucky guy. I think I won the lottery to get my name on it because, that's the way I feel about it. Could have been anyone. And that's, I'm very, very honored and humbled to have that.
No, you deserve it, bro.
Because it was the sound in your head,
Yeah.
after all.
That's right. I had to tell him, man, this is the sound in my head.
The voices.
Been advocating this whole week. The sound in your head. All right. So JJN, I'm sure you represent other brands.
Yeah.
Can you tell us how your journey. I mean, I think it's how to inspire the followers again. How you get to where you are. I think you do Epiphone or Gibson.
Yeah. So here's a funny one. I grew up in Wisconsin, right? My grandpa played with Les Paul, the guy, Les Paul.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Oh, man.
I've always gravitated towards Gibsons. I love Les Pauls. I don't know what it is, but like you guys, yet again, sometimes I don't know about you, but I find something that I like and I roll with it. And it's like I get obsessed, right? So I really love Gibsons and Epiphones. And I did my first signature Les Paul. That was at the NAMM show in 2019. And there might be something coming soon. I don't know. You didn't hear it from me. Maybe. We'll see.
All right.
Anyway.
Tweeting as we speak.
We'll wait with bated breath then.
Yeah, exactly. And then as far as like other gear goes, I just love to, I really, and this sounds so cheesy, but I just endorse things that I actually use. So I like Seymour Duncan pickups. So I've been working with them for a very long time, and DR strings. Do they have DR strings in Malaysia and Singapore?
Yes, they do.
Yeah,
they do.
I really dig those strings. Those are like the big ones, and then like little stuff like I don't know, like I don't have any guitars in this room, but like different stuff like this, fuzzes and this is a cool one, stuff like that.
You're a clone.
Yeah, but I mean, I just love it. But Gibson, Epiphone, Blackstar, DR Strings, Seymour Duncan, those are like the big ones.
We have an interesting question on screen here. Someone is asking, Luke, what shampoo and conditioner do you use?
I was just gonna say hair routine.
Are you which shampoo brand are you endorsing?
Ask and answer.
No endorsements yet, so I can't say.
Head and Shoulders, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I save a lot on shampoo. So.
Yeah, Eric, you're okay, bro.
Thanks, bro.
That's
okay. Let's move on. I mean, we're having a very, very nice chat with our special guest today, JJN, and our Malaysian artist. Let's continue. Maybe let's open up to all four artists here. We'll just continue a bit more into Blackstars. We would like to know more about so since you guys are all using Blackstars now, so maybe you can share a bit before you were using Blackstar. What were you using, and what has changed ever since? Maybe we start with the Malaysian guys first.
Yeah.
All right. So you
bunch of stuffs, normal stuffs, all the most guitarists, we tried everything, all the top names, Marshalls and Boogies and everything, right? And Fenders, but
okay,
is it the same as you guys? Same, right?
Yeah, it's like even like before Blackstar, I had experiences with PV, Vox, Hughes and Kettner, Marshalls. Marshall is always the staple,
of course,
house brand, for a lot of up and coming budding guitar players. So yeah, and so once I started off with Blackstar like 8 years ago, I bought myself a HT5, the first generation hit, and I actually had like a lot of thoughts and doubts. I would say in my head, I was like wondering, hey, it's a 5-watt hit, I was like, how much sound can it actually push out? And when I actually put it on my 2x12 cab, with V30s, and I was like, okay, all my doubts erased. It was phenomenal. I totally love the cleans, as what Edrie mentioned earlier. The cleans are warm. It has a very nice chimey, warm tone instead of being overly bright and brittle.
Right.
And when, of course, me being a metal player, I always hit the distortion, the overdrive channel, any chance I get. So, and I totally love the overdrive tones, the distortion tones. It's tight, it's percussive, yet it's it has that I would describe the tone as being very creamy, liquid. It has a very nice creamy liquid sustain, especially when you solo using the neck pickup. That it feels so surreal. It's amazing. So yeah. So from moving on from a HD5, and I got myself a HD40, and now the stage has 62 by 12, and and that's my go-to amp every day. It's like practice, home recording. That's the only amp I use. I mean, although I do have other amps in my collection like Angles, and Trace Elliott's and Mesa, but yeah, I generally tend to, I don't know, it just doesn't hit me to, use the other amps. When I want to practice, I always gravitate to the Blackstar. So yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Soheil, how about you, Soheil? What were you saying before?
Dude, I really like a tone that is my tone. I feel like it's round, it's kind of muffled, and it's fat and big. I kind of like that sound, like Dwayne Allman. I don't know. I guess Jared's tone would be very similar. You being light years away in terms of playing, but still. So I can't really wait to try the combo. But yeah, so the Artist 30 really helps me achieve that. And when I switch to clean and when I switch to distortion, I like that the fatness, the presence is still there. And I used to use Cheriotone. Jared, have you heard of Cheriotone amps before?
I haven't.
Cheriotone amps are actually made in Malaysia, pretty well-known amps. And then after I used to use Fender. But with this, I feel like it achieves everything that I wanted to achieve. Among all the other amps that I've used in one combo. Yeah.
I think for guitarists who love a fat sound, we always gravitate towards Fender amps. But what we love the edginess of the Marshalls. But then with Blackstar, we can get everything in between, which is a twist of a knob. And that's kind of cool for me.
It's a niche right there.
Yes.
It's a niche right there.
Yeah.
I don't know, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, it has all the hallmarks of, all these classic brands. But that's where the similarity ends, because because of the patented ISF feature, which gives it a myriad of tones and colors. The resonance and presence control, which you can further shape the tone, which to me is amazing.
It's just a versatile amp. It's just a versatile amp.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Very versatile. Yeah,
that's very true.
Especially for me, playing with wearing a lot of hats, covering a lot of artists.
Yeah.
So I need that. I need that. Can't be all metal all the time.
Yeah. That's true.
So yeah,
totally get it.
And plus, Blackstar, the amps generally they take pedals very, very well.
Very well.
Yeah, it's like I do not actually experience this with other brands I've played previously. So yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shall we move the last one?
Sure.
Okay. This question. This is a very important question. Maybe.
Oh.
Okay. What is your wish list of products that you would like to see from Blackstar? Okay. Be careful because the Blackstar bosses are watching. So, you have any wish list? Since you really have what basically you are using right now.
Ears are all open.
Yeah. Perhaps. Somehow or other, like I wish I had one this and blah blah. Perhaps
I'm sure you guys are happy with the amps, but
Yeah.
We just want more.
Yeah, we just want more.
More stuff.
There's never enough, right?
Here, Blackstar shampoo.
Yeah, you got it, man.
Okay, how about a JJN 100-watt hit? That would totally rock.
What I was thinking is either a 100-watt or a 50-watt would be awesome. I would love it.
Oh, we can have 100 and a 50. Yeah, that works too, man.
200. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
I think Blackstar is awesome. I think they're doing an amazing job at catering to so many different artists, and I think that's my favorite thing about Blackstar is like there's a lot of incredible metal players, and then you get guys doing the other thing like different blues.
Yeah.
Playing the craziest chicken picking stuff. Daniel Donato threw a Blackstar, and it freaked me out. So Blackstar's fun. I think it's all good.
Dude, that's a very good point. I used to always associate Blackstars with Gus G and metal players for the longest time. And actually,
Because
truth
it's
be
black.
told,
Because it's black.
because it's black. Truth be told,
Blackstar.
you're one of the first ones that when I saw playing, and I was like, okay, it's a lot more than that.
Yeah.
I mean, like what you say is true. I mean, it's like even bands like Manic Street Preachers,
Yeah.
they use Blackstar, the Artisan series,
Yeah.
and it caters to a vast genre, of music styles. So yeah. But
Amazing.
coming to my wish list, all right. Okay. I would totally love
think
if
hard about that.
Oh yeah. No, I didn't have to think really hard because there was this one amp that Blackstar, I think a few years prior they had it on, in their product range, but then I think they took it off after about a year or so. I would totally love, if they brought back the Blackfire 200 head and the Blackfire pedal. Well, that is, I would say, probably the Godzilla of all the amps out there.
Okay.
I mean, 200 watts of raw tube power. You can't get more metal than that.
I love
So,
it.
I hope Ian and Paul from Blackstar are listening. So
I've been a good boy this year. I didn't go out much. So yeah, Christmas is coming up soon. I think we all, even Jared needs like another five or six or dozen other amps. So,
Like 5 of those.
All right. Okay. I think I got another interesting question here. Have you got any, memorable or unique experience you had with Blackstar so far on stage or in the studio, or any interesting stories to share?
Who wants to start, guys?
Might as well.
all right.
Might as well be you, man.
Honestly, there hasn't been one stage I don't think I've been on without a Blackstar behind me. So it's cheesy, but everything I've ever done has been through a Blackstar. Memorable things, jamming with heroes, right? Everyone from Steve Vai and Joe Bonamassa and Zach Wilde and Skinner and ZZ Top, with a Blackstar. I don't know, man. I mean, I literally associate in my head when I say amp, I'm like a dog. You say you want a treat, and I think of a Blackstar. Like
Your head spins.
I'm hardwired to Blackstars. So for me, man, everything is through a Blackstar.
Nice.
Like I probably had just one incident when I actually brought my HT 60 stage, to one of the gigs that I put together like probably 3 years back, and I recall I didn't have I didn't have a need for monitoring, and it wasn't even mic'd up, and I remember distinctively that my master volume was only at probably 2 or 2.5 at the most. And I get people telling me, "Hey, Eric, your amp's too loud. You got to turn it down." I was like, "Whoa, what?" In a full live setting. So yeah, that was a pretty memorable moment for me because it highlighted the fact that Blackstar is it has a monstrous tone out there. So
Yeah.
Good. Okay. All right. Let's move on. Well, we've been talking for a while, and very nice chat, very nice conversation, and how time flies. It's already like we are like 90 minutes into the chat already.
Yeah.
Wow.
whoa.
Wow.
Time flies, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, let's have another 90 more minutes, I guess.
Yeah. Let's have overrun. Well, we'll almost come towards the end of the discussion we had, So I think let's talk about 2020 is almost coming to an end. It's not a very good year for everybody. So
Right.
we're all looking forward to 2021. So maybe you can share with us what you guys have planned for next year.
All right, Jared.
Oh my goodness. Next year, man, I hope that I don't stay in the same place for more than a day. I want to be on tour, but of course, actually the biggest and the best thing is I've been really busy recording, writing a ton during this time. I'm going to have a new album ready to tour whenever we can. Just new music, man. I've been working real hard, trying to kick butt, and that's all I got planned. And honestly, besides that, every single day, I'm just dedicated to doing what I'm already doing, and that is playing and pushing forward and trying to share the love of music and guitar with everybody.
What about Three
Nice.
Legends?
Nice.
Pretty much the same thing. I've been busy recording. Wings record is coming on the way, hopefully into 2021.
Looking
So
forward.
yeah, just like any other musician, we are very eager to get on stage, back on stage. With the big lights and everything.
Yeah.
And
Blackstar,
it's just the stuff that that feeds us. The stage.
Well, if we look at things positively, if we if the world is able to contain and alleviate this COVID-19 situation, by next year we'll actually Silent Angel will be releasing our album sometime in the end of first quarter or the beginning of the second quarter. And if the travel restrictions and bans have been lifted, we'll be doing a Japan tour and subsequently a European tour after that.
Amazing.
So,
Amazing.
I think pretty similar to my situation as well. With the band, we're recording new stuff, hopefully putting an album out as well. But the touring for me was almost the best part. I don't necessarily always like to go to the studio. It's the pressure and all that stuff. Live is like releasing a wild animal and letting it roam free. With studio it's a little bit like, oh shit, the person is watching me. I wonder what the cleaning lady thinks about my tone. All that stuff. So we did a mini tour in India just in February, just before the breakout, and that was incredible. And it was like, man, we need to do a lot more of these. So that's definitely something that I'm looking forward to.
Let's all hope for better 2021 this year.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of things coming up. We are all very excited for what's coming, and hopefully this change and for the better.
I think everyone is just getting ready for, be it 2021, which part of 2021.
Yeah.
But I think when it opens up, it's just gonna unleash.
Unleash the dragon.
Unleash the beast.
It's all like pent up for like forever. For 100 years, it's gonna whoa, come out.
Yeah.
Boom, right?
Yeah.
All right.
So I have a last question before we go to the lucky draw.
Ah.
Okay. What advice would you have for someone that's watching to follow your footsteps? Inspire those people that are watching right now.
I would honestly, my only advice and the only thing I can say is treat people as you would like to be treated and play what you love. Inspire.
Awesome advice.
Only, and music is nothing about music or art is a competition. Everyone is on their own path, and everyone's going to have a journey.
Precisely.
And
Precisely.
don't forget to breathe.
Yeah.
Wow,
Well,
that's
That's a good one.
What about you?
It's like I don't know. I'm probably one of the worst people to give advice, but but I would say if music is a path that you truly are passionate in, and if you really believe in it, if you believe in your art and your craft, just go forward. Do not let any form of setback or negativity hold you back. Just keep believing in the sole purpose of your passion, and why, and the initial idea of why you set out to actually do this, to step on this path. So and in the immortal words of the late Eddie Van Halen, man, you just got to keep playing. You just got to keep playing, man,
Keep going.
because if not, he's gonna come looking for you. So
Great words of advice.
I think being real is one of the main things. I feel like I'm a bit of an old soul. I feel like
it's good.
I feel like we are not as real as we used to be. Maybe it's my imagination. I feel like if you're real to your art, if you're honest, you go on stage, you're honest, and I feel like people can tell. I feel like being on stage is like being absolutely naked. I feel like people can tell, and if you're honest, you're real, and you're humble. That's a very, I feel like, important keyword. You're humble. I can't see how that's not a recipe for success.
Beautiful.
I
love that.
I like the word real. I like the word real, especially in this day and age of internet and everything. A lot of negativity will be, floating around. You could post something and there's a lot of negativity
Oh yeah.
punching back at you. It's just It's just you got to be strong and persevere, and you just go at it. Believe in yourself.
Yes.
And just be good to people, just like what Jared said. That's the key thing. After all, it's just music. It's just music, man. Yeah.
Just be kind.
Yeah, that's about it.
The word they say is beautiful, and it's very fruitful for everybody, not only for people who's watching, even for us,
Absolutely.
And you really spread the love and positivities to every one of us, and really thank you so much for that.
I think our Blackstar
Thanks
artists.
for having us, man.
Thank you so much, Ying Long and Mike.
Yeah, I think our artists really hold themselves as what they are today because of what they believe in: humility, very humble, very nice, very true, very real in whatever they do. So I think that's something that all of us today can take away with.
Yeah, and I truly can feel that whatever they say, I can feel whatever you guys say. It's like almost.
I think we all musicians really means what we say.
Yeah.
About the humility thing, about being down, being humble. It's all real.
I feel like we all make a great group support. Group therapy session.
Especially times like these, right? Yeah.
All of us need to come together as of now because we can't go out, right? And provide strength and support. And I think with internet, there's no boundary now. You guys we all can talk to Jared more now.
Yeah.
Spam.
Awesome.
Okay, let's move to the lucky draw.
Yes.
Waiting for this is the final draw.
Ah, nice.
Music working.
That cracks
That
you
was
up,
the highlight of
right?
it.
Okay, keep your fingers passing now.
Can we show them what we're giving out?
Oh, yes, please. Okay, so
No, the toning. Just the toning.
just a tone.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's that? Okay, so this is a Bluetooth. It's called a Tone Line. It's a Bluetooth audio receiver. So it basically converts any of your amps that has got a mini input. All right, it turns your amp into a Bluetooth receiver. You can use it in your car if you have a 3.5 mm connector. So it's great for just plug it in. Your amp will become like any of this amp has got a 3.5 mm. Put it in, and I can just pair my phone and play music through it. I can jam along with it. Right. So we are going to do the same format. Fastest fingers.
Yes, are we ready?
We are ready.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready? Get your fingers on the keyboard ready.
Okay,
and
everybody.
We're gonna ask a very, very simple question. I think I'll let Mike ask the question.
Thanks, Ying Long. So the question is, what is
Man, we gotta do this more often.
Yeah, once a month would be good.
Okay, this is a question. What is the color of the JJN's Blackstar amplifier?
It's
Come
quite
on.
obvious.
Come on, Tunling.
Fastest fingers.
Yes, please.
What's
come
the
on.
color of the amp that JJM plays on? His amp, his signature amp. Do we have an
You have a
answer?
Everybody zoom in.
Finger.
I'm so tempted to say something right now.
Fastest finger.
There we go.
All right, British Racing Green.
Okay. Rice, is that? Do we have a winner? Okay.
Yep.
Right, we have a winner, Rice Naim. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I was waiting for the plus sound.
Easy answer, wasn't it?
That was easy, right? Yep. Okay. All right. So, well, time really flies. We come towards the end of the live stream today.
Yeah, of course. Thank every one of you, Jared. Thank you so much for being here with us, even though probably you're busy and probably going out with friends and stuff like that, having good dinner and
Not wearing a mask.
wasting time. Enjoy.
It's an honor, guys. Thank you so much for having me. It's awesome hanging out with you guys.
No, it's really cool to hang with you, Jared.
Yeah,
Thank you
same.
so much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for your time.
I'll do it next time in real life.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're coming down.
2021.
Make it happen, man.
Yes.
Come on.
Yeah, I would like to thank this to the Otai, Edrie,
Man.
Eric, Soheil. Thank you so much for taking the time to travel
Cheers.
Cheers.
UK music and having this lesson together. and it was awesome. They were so humbled to I'm so touched by having you guys together, putting you guys together as one, in CK Music. That's amazing. And with this reason also, don't forget to follow us on social media. And the most importantly is maybe you can
that's
follow us on
before we leave, please this is the advertisement time for our artists. Please shout out yourself, your social media handles for our audience today to follow you guys.
Okay.
Maybe you can tell the audience
where can they find your music, where can they follow you. This is your airtime here now.
Well, all right. For my band Silent Angel, you can head off to Facebook, look up Silent Angel Band, give us a like, and you can look up the same thing, Silent Angel Band, or right on YouTube. We just released our third home quarantine video yesterday, so do subscribe to us. Please, be a little bit nicer on the comments with us. Give some encouragement and so on. So also you have Instagram, also Silent Angel Band. You can just look us up over there.
All right, Silent Angel, follow.
Cheers.
All right.
Okay.
The rest?
For me, like normal, Edrie Hashim, just one word, Edrie Hashim.
Okay.
Just give me a follow, or if you want to, you can just follow the legendary Wings. See what they're up to.
Of Facebook and Instagram, Edrie.
Yeah, everything. Facebook to Instagram, Twitter, everything. Yeah.
All right, check them out. Edrie Hashim, Wings, and Soheil.
For me, you can follow my band Billy Blue and the Nowhere Man, BBTNM Band, on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and myself at Jesus Looking Guitarist everywhere as well.
Our joke was Jesus and Buddha here.
Oh man!
And of course, our very own JJM. Where can we follow you?
Yeah.
Where do we follow you?
Honestly, Facebook or Instagram, just like the other guys. I have a page. It's just at Jared James Nichols. I think that's everywhere. America's Most Wanted. I'm just kidding.
Are you on WhatsApp? Maybe you can text it.
You can find me on. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. Thank you again, ladies and gentlemen. We come to the end of our live stream. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you, our legends today. It's a rare opportunity, and we hope to maybe do this again sometime soon.
Yeah, we must.
We must actually.
Yeah.
In fact, we should.
Yes, we must.
Anytime, guys. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thanks again, Jared.
Cheers. We appreciate
Good
it.
to see you, man.
Stay safe, man. You take care.
Just soon.
All right.
So
Cheers.
this live stream has been brought to you by City Music, CK Music, Blackstar Amplification, and our kind supporting partners Sony, Daiti Microphones, Aperture, Blackmagic Design, Three Dots, Mackie, Zoom. All right, do visit our showroom and test out all the Blackstar amps, including JJN's amp here. If you want to try out the Blackstar amps in the jamming studio environment, this is for Singapore. We actually team up with a few studios. We have the basement studios, underground studios, Tone House studios. These are all very nice studios in Singapore, all outfitted with Blackstar amps. Go and check them out. Giving them a shout out, and great studios, great setup, great people there also. And stay tuned for our podcast version of our conversation today. We do have a channel on Spotify, Apple Music, under City Music. So just keep a lookout. Today's discussion conversation will be out on as a podcast also. We also like to thank our team at City Music, CK Music, everybody for putting this show together, and of course the Blackstar team. All right, without them, we won't have conversation. So thank you, Blackstar, again.
Yeah. Also, once again, thank you so much for joining us, and all the audience is watching throughout.
That's right. That's the audience.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you all.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I'll
All right.
for reaching with me for this live stream tonight. Awesome.
Thank you, Jay, for
Thank you,
doing
Jay,
all
for
this
the wonderful
amazing.
sound and visual,
That's right.
and the rest of our team in Singapore, City Music, and of course in CK Music once again. And I think that's about all for today.
All right.
And don't forget to